Okay, what we've got here, most of them, we might even find more of them. There's only a couple of these missing, which has some of the stuff listed in the boxes. There was 11 boxes, there's only 10 boxes now. One broken, we just put a couple of bits in the other one. And this is buckets, 7 arms, I don't know what these are. These are stuff, a lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you now, there's even like a typewriter in there, it's all part of the story. I didn't use half of this as well. Okay, this is another box. This has got all varying different sizes of stuff that fit on. During its growth, there's quite a lot in here. I think there's quite a lot in there. They're all like different sizes of this. We've got a very detailed book that shows you the stages, but I have to say that we didn't use all of these at all because we weren't doing the show, we were just doing an excerpt sort of from the show, about 45 minutes of it, so we didn't need half of it. Okay, got another box here. Let's have a little look. This box is full of stuff that we didn't use any of it. We didn't use any of this at all. For the story, they've got magnifying glass, there is a pistol in there, there's varying gloves, there is very, very well detailed rat poison and drinks glasses for drunks. It goes into that much detail. Pentax Practica cameras are in there also. There is an old-fashioned radio in there, again, all wrapped, we never used that. There's all sorts of stuff in here, brush, there's a pan. All the things that are relevant, including some of the signage, are all relevant in here. There's a slipper in here, although that one should be in that one. To the detail. Next, we have a wardrobe box. These will all need a clean, as they did when we first got them, actually. But there are jackets, World Botanical Enterprises, and dentist assistants. The leather jacket in there as well, which I guess is for the dentist. We used our own for that. Various costumes for Audrey, including different size sort of shoes and stuff. The slippers, different sorts of slippers, there's headscarves. What else is there in there? Bangles and all sorts of little things, leggings or whatever they are. So there's quite a lot here. Again, stuff that we didn't really use in our show. These are some of the records, just showing you what's in certain things. Again, we didn't use half of it, so it's a bit problem. In here, in this one, is the ham puppet. It's one of the ham puppets. This one is the false arm costume. So that's a costume with a false arm, and it comes in here. Insert picture now. Ding, there you go. And that's the other thing that's in there. In there we just have varying, we've got the water can, the little squeezer for the water can, and quite a lot of flowers and stuff which go in. There is a wreath in this one, as you can see, with lots of plastic pot plants to put in the flowers in and stuff. There's a wreath there as well. There is signage in here hidden underneath as well. In the signage, lots, again, still wrapped. We never used it, but for a full production, all the old-fashioned stuff is in there, and it's quite a bit of that actually. So, but we're not tampering with it. And then the last of the cases over here, we have more of the Audrey plant growing where there's quite a lot of the little arms. Now, we had a problem with these. We found them that some of them were just too heavy for the arms, which I'll show you next. The arms kept breaking when we hit the floor because the pods that hold these were too heavy. We ended up just using it without the arms, and we just had some like foliage dangling from it. Next here you can have a little look. This is like a part of a little table. I think the top's there. Again, we never used it, so we don't even know what half of this was. There is some big leaves, some of the wooden leaves which go on the back of the set behind the big Audrey. They're all in there. You undo something, top comes off, and all of those come out. And then, as you can see over here, next, we have the second to big one. That one is there. I'll see if I can just move it up and down for you a little. This one again, all the problems we ever had with this was this coming off every so often. This is It's quite big actually. On the back here you can notice these are where all the leaves gather. It says not to tighten these too hard, so we never did. But leaves fit on all of those, so it grows out. On the pot at the bottom, if I show you the bottom, at the pot at the bottom of that is there is a big plant pot there. It's got various leaves that come off it all the way around as well. You can see they're all clearly marked as well over there. Okay, next is the big arms. Okay, these are the big arms that go on at the end to make it look even bigger. We had a lot of problems with these actually, if I'm being honest. As you can see, I'll show you the real ones. You might be able to adapt this and repair it yourselves. You can see there where we had damage. That's been got put back on solid now, but it just needs a little bit of TLC on these. I would repaint everything actually. I was going to repaint everything, put green veins on it and the yellow, but then I would have sold it for probably in excess of 2 to 2.5 if I was going to do everything up myself. At this price, by the way, just like to say that I've dropped the price down to $1,200 for everything, as long as someone can come and get it quick. That's what we need. $1,200 is an investment actually, because even with this in some of it in like sort of poor state that just needs all TLC, it's got to be worth a hell of a lot more than that. But a lot of it does need TLC because it's been on a hard season. So these are the arms that fit through part of the set of which we have, which goes with it. It's just stacked at the back of the stage at the moment. There's a flat bit which you put, it's got a base, and it's a base, and then you put this up to the back of it. Leaves go on the back of that set, and then you add that set into your existing set, whatever your set is size-wise. So them two are quite good. Over here we have all of the big feet. Okay, so you know, like all the feet that come out. So when we get to the big plant at the end, you can see there is a ring over there which I'll show you with bolts in. The bolts fit on here, and the big plant sits on here with all of the toes, as we call them, coming off, and all the leaves over the top, and all the leaves around the bottom as well, which they fit onto here. Actually, the leaves that dangle over. So you know, and they're all marked. They're all clearly marked, rooted there. See, but it's actually, as long as you get them half on the right way, it doesn't matter with those. But I'll give you one of those bags away just because they're awkward to carry those. Let's have a look. I'll just swing it round because that is the ring there that everything goes on. This is the ring that everything fits on. You see the bolts come off, that's where the toes all fit onto, spreading outwards, and then the big plant fits comfortably onto that. Okay, the dentist chair is a nice prop. It isn't real, it's just a prop, and it looks great off stage actually, but again, because of a little bit of hijinks on the last day of the season, the actual dentist jumped in the chair and cracked it a little bit. Nothing too major for someone who's going to do it up. I'll show you that in detail. It's a nice little prop. It's a lovely prop actually, and looks great. Here at the side we just had this, which was the dentist drill. All of this can come apart if we have a problem for getting it into place, but nice. I like it, the fact that it's still got, you know, half of the stuff still on it. It's in pretty good nick. All those, you can tighten them up. All right. Here in this box, we've just put a lot of the leaves. Quite a lot of leaves. They tell you where to go. They're all well marked. And again, we didn't use all of these ourselves, but whatever's there you can manage. It's definitely enough for all the big plants without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, this box should have more of the broken down parts from the dentist chair. It breaks up into parts, and some parts actually go in here. What you've got in here at the moment is you've got a sort of fake neon open sign which lights up. Also you've got these specialised gas masks which from the show, again, we never use. There's odds and sods and bits and bobs everywhere that, like I say, that we just did not use at all. And that thing, I have no idea what it is. It looks like it was used as probably a part of a drill set or something. It's not nice. This last box it's got the puppet things. You know, when you're putting your arm up and stuff in some of the puppets, you have varying different ones of these, so you can wear them on your arm. I only wore that one actually. Inside here as well we have telephones. As you can see, we'll use one. There are quite a few telephones in there. This is the hand puppet. It definitely needs some TLC around the edges on this one here. needs all a bit of attention. But I use that as a hand puppet. Again, from off stage it's fine, but if I was to do it all up and charge more for it, it would need a little bit of attention in my eyes. I can't think what else. Here we have varying pot plants and stuff, which is when they're cultivating and growing, the little ones, for part of the story. There's the big boy. One of my kids is going to come on and give you a bit of scale. Just walk up to the side, please, and just stand up there. He's 10. That's it. So it's quite big, actually, this one. It opens up very well. Again, needs painting. These little knobbles on the top here kept coming off and were re-glued, so I think you'll lose some of them in transit as well. Again, like I say, this was for the show. We were doing it on a summer season type basis rather than being in a proper show where everything was laid up. Okay, this is the dentist chair, which will need some attention. Just a little bit of mild attention. Dentist sat on it, I think, and went backwards. It's only a prop, and if you have a look very carefully there, I'll point it out to you in a sec. I'll show you now as we're in. So this here, that there, as you can see, has fallen back a bit, and that needs just putting up there and re-screwing on another piece of wood there, just to it's a prop, you see what I mean, a little piece of wood there. I would definitely replace that. This comes off and you can unscrew everything, you can get to everything pretty easy. Apart from that, I like this prop a lot. Thank you for your interest. Anybody who's going in, I mean, there are a few interested parties, but I have to give one particular person who was the first shout at it. It is quite a lot of stuff, and it all boxes up quite well. And I do feel that because we didn't use everything, I do feel that we may be able to put some stuff in some boxes and leave the other boxes here if we're struggling in the van. This is also a detailed book, which was very well put together, showing all the different things of, I don't know if you can see that too much, but that's showing you how things are set up and how they were. Now there might be bits, that piece of scenery there, which is that way, which you could use, that's also backstage as well. We just haven't got that one out yet, and I can't do it on my own, it's blocked off. So it's got details of all prop things. You can see there how the things goes for the ring, which I was showing you, because that's quite nice in there. There's also some other bits and bobs I keep knocking around, where they've gone into very great detail in here. There's even in some here, there's fake money, certificates for World Botanical Enterprises. There is William and Morris Agency certificates. Even a couple of bags and stuff which say Mushnik Florists on. They've gone to nice detail. This particular set would have been worth thousands and thousands a long time ago. But I don't want to lie or blue scare anybody. There's a lot of it that needs TLC. Overall, from off stage, with a little bit on the chair, you could probably use everything tomorrow. It's just that for perfect, I would repaint it and just make sure. But if you've got anybody who's over there who can know a little bit about it and got a bit of time, it's an absolute bargain, because for everything, I want £1,200 now, that's it. But I need £1,200 to come and get it, because I've started my prop builds on Monday for the next stuff. I've still got room yet, but I would need it out as soon as possible. So anybody who's interested, thank you for your time. If there's any questions, you can, whoever I text, you can get back to me. Thank you.